There are places mankind was never meant to remember. Cities without roads, temples without worshippers, names erased from the tongues of the living. Zuthal is one such place, whispered, carried across forgotten ages, shadow beneath countless years of dust, warning left behind by those who came before, but warnings fade. Curiosity remains. In the weeks ahead, fragments will surface, echoes from a world older than memory. Some will be obvious, others will wait quietly, hidden among stories, buried within journeys, carried by those willing to gather them and remember them. Those who do will be rewarded with relics and offering from Shroud Gaming and Northwind Adventures. But prizes are only part of discovery. Something ancient stirs beyond the edge of recorded history, and soon, forgotten city of Zuthal falls more. We're celebrating the launch of a new arc, Winter Debt, with a collaborative giveaway from Shroud Gaming and North Adventures. To enter, you need to be subscribed to the channel, like this video, comment with the hidden fragment revealed in this episode. Additional fragments will appear in upcoming videos for bonus entries. Winners will be announced in a future episode. The giveaway is not sponsored, endorsed, or administered by YouTube. Thanks for watching.
Sorry,
Legend
wrong
rules
game.
here in this game, no.
Wrong game.
So many rule systems, so little time.
The Moon-Barrow chamber is vast, circular, without a ring raised into a stone walkway lined with evenly spaced archways. Along the outer wall are alcoves, charts, scroll racks, bone tubes, old bronze instrument left by forgotten skywatcher. Below, the central floor spreads wide. Metallic tiles in blue, black plates etched with star maps, moon phases, antler-like constellations, odd ritual paths, and when torchlight or moonlight touches it, the room seems less like a tomb and more like a buried observatory as the floor just adjusts a little bit on its own. Place for the dead, once measured winter, memory, and the road to the White Heart. Gathered in the Moon-Barrow, before Astrid, leader of the Moon Hunt Sisterhood, Brotherhood listens. How odd. Sisters, brothers struggle to talk sometime. She continues. Before there was a temple of Ular, there were no permanent priests. There were only hunters. Every 13 winters, when Saturn reached a particular place in the sky, northern lights burned white, the Hart Stone was removed from its shrine, not displayed, not worshipped, taken into the wilderness, 3 nights, and only then returned. The journey renewed covenant. Then the Green Death came. The old orders vanished. The temple survived. Eventually, the ritual became a ceremony performed inside the stone wall. I believe that every time this happens, prison is just a bit more. What is your next move?
Well, Dis, I kind of look over. Daglin looks over at Dis and goes, "And what is this seal protecting us from? None of us has gathered that yet."
We don't know. The difficulty is the temptation for this power is it draws me, but the scales must remain balanced, and Bork's debt must be resolved. The scales must be balanced. One way or the other, they will
Look
remain
over.
balanced.
He looks over at Bork and just realizes his omnipotent debt. And Daglin just in Old Norse goes, "You big, dumb, beautiful Viking."
Yeah, shit happens.
The question we need to resolve is, though, do we want the key to be in place, or do we want to let it go?
Well, see, that's the thing. It's something about the key being in place at the temple prevented something from happening, if I remember correctly. Like winter, everything, the cold was coming because it was no longer in place. So
now, do we know,
we need to work out with Astrid how long she needs it, and can it go back and her just take it when they need it to do this ceremony.
Oh, like a schedule thing.
Right. Like they keep it most part of the year. You get it for your 3 days to go and bring it into the forest like you're supposed to.
Wondering if Bork or maybe I don't know, or maybe even Varkoon might know what the white stag significance is. Like maybe there's like, did Oler have an opposite in the
Yes.
I believe he comes as the stag every now and then.
Yeah. You mean his enemy or his nemesis?
No.
Well, it seems that Astrid believes that seeing a bunch of these white stags and having dreams of these great stags and white stags, it seems to have some kind of significance.
His
and
avatar,
I
think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's Ullr's avatar.
It is the appearance of Ullr's avatar. He is the hunter.
Okay. Okay.
It could be anybody.
Okay.
Yeah. The stag. Oh wait, no. The stag is. Do I need to make a religion? There is no religion roll.
No
Sorry,
religion
wrong
rolls
game.
here in this game. No.
Wrong game.
So many rule systems, so little time.
That's right.
I know that feeling.
I know that Ymir and him don't get along very well.
I was just wondering if there's a diametrically opposed deity from Ullr, if there could be something like that at work here. If maybe some of those things, I just wasn't sure what those represented.
Did you say it was showing as a white deer, a stag, an elk, what? Moose?
A white stag.
Stag. So giant deer.
It could be associated with Yonde. Yonde is trying to send her. Yonde is trying to send her a message.
Boy.
The only thing I could think that would be opposite of Ullr completely would be Yathakwa with the Wendigo. But I don't think that has anything to do with it. Well, I may be able to. Let me look at the spell real quick.
John, the floor you said undulated when people were kind of doing little.
It doesn't undulate. It kind of rotates a little bit. It adjusts, and the constellations move on the floor, or the phases of the moon shift on the outer ring.
Now, is that like kind of like a construct, like kind of moving the outer ring, kind of moving, or is it more like organic within the floor or whatever? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It could be both, or it could be either. You're not sure.
Is it bolted down? No, just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm going to. You guys see me like take off my backpack and I sit down. I put out some stuff, and I'm like, I need complete silence for a while. I am going to sit down. I'm going to be getting to cast augury. I got out my little candles and incense, and no, just kidding. I'm going to begin to prepare, and I'll place my
No, she said, "Go ahead, shit,
spear
break it out."
across my lap. I'm assuming that I don't have to tell you to watch my back while I'm doing this, do I?
Oh, we got you, baby.
We got you. So
We're gonna
I'm
have to speak
wondering.
on your. Anyways, I'm gonna be. I am going to begin to cast. What are you wondering? Oh, the
The
question
question.
Yeah. So I'm
again.
thinking
Go ahead.
we should probably look at it from this point of view. Should we work with these people to get them possession of the amulet or the stone for now, or
Who are these people?
the Astrid and her group,
Okay. Or
or does it have to go back and stay permanently with the priests?
Yeah.
from what I understand, though, the priests are kind of off their rockers, from what I read.
A little, it seems.
All right, I kind of let me write this out before I actually say it.
Yep.
Go ahead. Sorry, I'm gonna read something in the past history so I can kind of word it in there.
As the Varcoon sits, Astrid continues. She says, "Yes, the Moon-Barrow sees many things in the sky. We can set the floor to any time, any moon sequence, any point in history. We can see what the stars looked like."
I'm reading over what she had said to us. So in the beginning, the Moon Hunt Sisterhood for centuries served Uller before the modern temple, and they had their traditions. The temple priests have forgotten them and have made their own traditions. It's not a blessing, it's a seal, and the seal is weakening. And then she talked about what she witnessed, and then she explains the forgotten covenant. Before the temple, there were no permanent priests, they were only hunters. And every 13 winters, when Saturn reached a particular point, the northern lights burned white, the Hart Stone was removed from its shrine, not displayed or worshipped, brought out to the wilderness, and then something happened that the Moon Hunt sisters did. Then it was brought back, returned, and then the journey of Saturn continued. The Green Death came, and then all the old orders died off, and the temple survived, but not with the right rituals. So, in truth, in my head, being a worshiper of Uller, in the sense of the church of Uller, the priesthood of Uller, is all I know. So these are new things to me that she's saying, but they feel right. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking we work with her, not against the priesthood, but to work with her to help the priesthood start doing the ritual the right way. Who else is thinking this? Or am I all alone?
I'm with you.
And where's
I
the
think-
where's the Hart Stone supposed to be placed?
Well, that's the thing. The priesthood thinks it needs to be at the church and does something while it's there, if I remember correctly. It either
But
kept
she wants-
away the harsh winter or something. But she needs to complete the rituals that bring it out into the woods for 3 days at a certain time of the year, every 13 years when Saturn is in its particular orbit.
And she has the Hart Stone now, yes.
Yes.
And she has it. She's already explained she took it.
And where is it now?
The original priests were the ones that healed you, Bork. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yes. It seems to me that you're between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Let's hope that. But I'll back you wherever you want to go.
At
You,
this point, I'm siding hard place with her. So
Yes, it seems you own an omnipotent debt, but as you being my brattle brother Bork, whatever side you decide to lay on this coin, I shall sneak and fight with you.
You've noticed Dis is listening, but he's scanning all of these shelves, the books, the scrolls, and his eyes are kind of glazing over, trying to figure out and calculate if there's any spells here he can
Valuable.
acquire. He is mesmerized by the potential of power gain here, and
Yeah.
he's only half paying attention, unfortunately.
So I'm gonna ask you guys if you want me to talk to Astrid and just talk to her.
Charm her up. She's of your people.
So, John,
Yes.
I'm gonna go over to Astrid and basically talk to her for a few moments.
Yes. Yes, brother.
Lady, I feel your words, and I, in my heart, believe them to be true and understand. I have a dilemma, a problem. I was recently indisposed in a way that the church, the priests of Uller that have lost their way, had to heal me and put on me this quest to get this stone and return it to them. Can we work out with you and them and reteach them the ways, the true ways of Uller, to get it so that I can meet both things? Because I really feel that you are in truth and speaking to us from your heart. But because of this quest, I am stuck. I have to find a way of returning it to the priesthood.
You hear me begin to slowly mumble and chant as I'm going through the ritual. And you hear me say, Auroras, grant me your wisdom. I am seeking a sign of weal or woe regarding the immediate path ahead. I ask, should Astrid proceed with the Hearthstone ritual in this very hour? It has to be within the next half hour. Sorry, 30 minutes.
You don't get anything right away. It's almost like Auroras has abandoned you, and then all of a sudden there's
Great.
you see a beam of light come across the floor, and all of a sudden the floor starts shifting, and you see a bunch of the other druids that are there stop and pause and look, and this light comes up and stops just short of where you are, and Astrid takes a look and stops. Says, what is this? Moon not become a false because it is seen in broken ice. Look beneath. Get a sense, and as she steps in, the light stops and then moves back, and then everything shifts back the way it was before this light came in. It says, asked a question. Trust. And I thank you. I thank you for asking, trust me. But I need to know, I and the sisterhood here can trust you.
With that, I actually undo my mail across the front and pull across, and I walk up to her and I say, if you feel you cannot trust me, put a dagger in my heart.
And she places her hand on your chest, and you feel her hand. It's warm, and she says,
Yeah.
I'm not asking if I can trust each of you individually. And she looks at all of you, each of you on your own, for more than a moment. I need to trust all of you. Will you go on a hunt for me this night?
And what is the prey that is being hunted?
Not prey, my Hyperborean friend. Not prey. A trail. And she says, come with me. And she steps outside, and across the floor, down the hall, back outside, and pounds her staff on the ground, and marks big crescent in across the surface of the snow. And you can see underneath that crescent, it begins to glow like moonlight trapped underneath, and then she pounds the butt of her staff on it, and you see a white heart print, hoof print on the snow in that glowing moonlight. And then as it fades, another appears a little bit further away, another one further away, although you see the prints marching off into the snow across the landscape. Follow the trail, the white heart, through the woods, and return before moonset with one white hair from the heart's path. Step this down.
So you want us to check trees for rubbings?
Could do that.
What is it that you ask?
I ask you for one white hair. Only the worthy can obtain the white hair. Prove yourselves worthy.
Oh, you mean a rabbit?
What do we
Hair.
do? Oh, white hair.
A white hair from the heart's path. Hair.
Okay, just making sure we weren't going after Bugs Bunny or anything.
I'd say if we're going rabbit hunting, I'm in.
Be very, very
That's
quiet.
what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was.
I mean, I think that's a direction. I think we go and look for the white hair. Hopefully I don't have to kill a gigantic white bear to get it.
I grab my
Right.
pack, my bow, knock an arrow, and head towards the door.
I kind of lean over to sorry, to Daglin. I think he's got the hots for this one. He's in a hurry now. See the way she touched his chest? I think, is that like a Norse mating ritual or something? Is that like foreplay?
I did notice that. It was quite hot around the collar. That poor kid. Attaboy, Bork. You got it right where you want it, son.
As you all been packing up, and Bork's launching himself after the prince as they go across the glacial field and into the woods. Is there anything anybody else would like to do before you begin looking?
I'm gonna ready my sling and bola.
Yeah. Make sure my weapons are ready and everything's ready to go.
As you
Send my
I'm
my
going.
undead minions forward.
Silver, let's go on a hunt.
as the rats are trying to keep up, they struggle in the deep snow, harder ground, as the path heads into woods. The trail seems to narrow. As you see, you can see getting a little bit closer, and each hoof print fills with moonlight instead of shadow, and there's no wind seems to be blowing, and through trees on either side there's a creek and a bend, as if something unseen has been passing between the branches. It's not wind, it just feels like the air is heavy and pushing down. And all of as you come around stone, there's a small child sitting beside a dead fire. Looks up.
And why? Oh,
I'm so hungry. Help me. And as he sits there and he's begging, you can see the cracks to blood on the tree.
I immediately start looking around as a trap. Like,
Yeah, I
super suspicious.
I scanned the forest edge and to see that looks like bait to me. So I just
I have some.
prepare my hand axe in case something goes up and let you guys talk to him. But I'm just going to be looking off to the perimeter.
I,
have a
without
hard-
speaking anything, grab some food out of my pack, hand it to him, and say, "I cannot stay, but here." And I immediately move off.
As
I'll follow.
as the boy reaches up and he takes a bite. He says, "Oh, thank you, sir."
Where is it, boy?
Tracks led off in that direction.
That's a good lad.
Yeah, I wouldn't think. I wouldn't. Yeah, don't get so attached to it.
I'm tracking, so anytime
That's
you
a
need
good
me to
lad.
roll
Yeah,
tracking, let me know.
Yeah, go ahead, Bork. Give me a 12 roll.
I have it track. Yes, there is.
Great. John Cole.
I backtrack, go back to where he was, and see if I can pick it back up.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't have any spells or anything that'll help us in this instance.
As you continue to look back to where he was, and it's that way, and you look where he's pointing, and immediately you can see the trees, probably a little bit further than you thought they should be. Looks like you can catch up.
Okay. I actually break into almost a run as I'm tracking as fast as I can track.
I guess we're running.
Right.
Yeah.
Hoofing
it quick.
Yeah, as you guys begin running, trees.
They're starting to shift and move again.
Yeah, they're starting to they stop pressing as much, and it opens up, and for a time it's weird that the snow here where the tracks were there, it doesn't bear any track at all. Only the faint white shimmer underneath the snow. And then you can see just as you're looking, it looks as if the print comes up and is above the snow, almost like it's flying. Almost like a rain. One of Santa's reindeer is just above the snow, not touching the ground, but leaving these hoof prints across. Let me. Yeah.
Like in old D&D, the horseshoes of Zephyr left a little
almost,
fire imprint just above.
Almost like that.
Horseshoes of Zephyr. Good knowledge, Bob. Atta boy.
Pull that shit right out of my ass.
Every centaur wanted that. Every centaur. Yeah, let's go.
That's true.
Pulled that right out of my ass.
That's awesome.
Okay,
That's like a paladin in hell style. That's wonderful.
Switch.
We're going on a hell run, boys.
As you're looking at the following this track and hoping that something comes of this, and as you're coming around this next group pile of stones, great big large, almost monolithic stones that the tracks have gone around, covered in frost. Barcoon sees his name written in the frost. It says Varcoon K.
Somebody peed in the snow. So what does it look like it was written with?
It looks like it was either written by a hand, like when you clean your car off the snow.
Yeah.
That type of thing, but it's written in the frost that's actually right on the face of this stone, and it's right at eye level.
I am going to cast Detect Magic.
As you as you cast Detect Magic, the whole as you start to look around, you can see that the trail of the stag that you've been following, it's glowing magic, and then start to see, and you look up, and everything
Well, this is going to be hard to tell. Everything glows magical around here.
And like not with the same intensity, but and you can definitely see your name written in the snow. It stands out, or in the frost, it stands out more. As much as the tracks.
So I can see the tracks. They can't, correct?
Yeah, no, you can kind of see where the tracks have moved across. They're
I'll point it out to Bork. Follow it that way. The trail, actually follow me, and I'll start to try and lead them the way the tracks are moving. My eyes are glowing a little bit.
Do the magic tracks coincide with the tracks that I've been following?
it looks like that's the case.
Okay.
And the detect magic will run for how long? It runs for
It,
turn, or is it?
I think it's one turn.
Yeah.
191.
Got it. One turn duration, 10 minutes.
So last thing, like for the next 10 minutes, you guys continue to follow on the trail. It's Stag hoping to catch something along the way, but you begin to descend down a path between many black pines, heavy with frost. Branches, they're all of the branches as you're moving forward. The branches are all hanging with scraps of old ribbon, bone charms, strips of bark marked with names. And as you stop to look at one, this looks at it and can't even, the language that it's written in, it doesn't look like anything you've ever seen before. This could be pre-human, pre-Hyperborean.
So I'm gonna cast a spell, decipher language, so I can be able to read them all.
Yeah. So as you look, they all look to be names. Each one is a different name.
So that's gonna last 4 turns.
Okay.
So I start looking for anything like origins, any indicator other than just names, and make note of anything that seems relevant or important, at least that I can think of.
Yeah. So as you're looking at the names, none of them. They appear to be names that are no longer used. Names that
Excuse me.
You're even though you decipher them and you can read it, you're finding it a challenge to attempt to even pronounce with your tongue. But as you all continue to travel, and this is picking up pieces of names and scribbling them down, see a warm light ahead, and there's strange lodge, fire in the wind, like warmth coming out of the windows, smoke pouring out of the top. It's a old longhouse. Looks like it's been here for some time, but it's busy. You can hear inside. You can hear the sounds. People having a good time. Hear music.
Is it a large lodge, like a longhouse?
Yeah, it looks like a longhouse.
Or
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't got to tell us twice.
What are we going to be
Actually-
walking into?
I'm feeling that this is something to distract us, as the boy was. So
Yes.
I'm actually beelining it straight, no distraction.
Poke a head in a window. See what's
So
happening.
we're gonna go right through the front door and party before we even
Well,
announce
I'm
ourselves.
following. I'm assuming the track is not going through the front door.
The track does not go through the front door, but so was Daglin going to open the door, or was anybody going to?
Of course,
Come on,
those-
Daglin.
Yeah,
Yeah, Colin will come with him.
yeah. Come on, man. It's cold as shit. I'm sitting there. You see Daglin? He's sitting there. You know, he's cold as shit. He looks over, and this is this is probably a bad idea. Yeah, probably. I'm so goddamn cold. I can't feel my fingers.
Colin
I'm
just
gonna
looks at
open this door.
Daglin like,
Caw. Yeah, I say in moo. Caw, warm. Caw, fire. I start walking over there. I'm gonna do my best to go silently, and I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna discern noise to see if I can pick up any particular like
is there a
either
window
dialects
you look
or, of course,
Yeah, there's
there's
some windows, but they look almost
Fogged up.
like fogged up. There's a lot of heat inside. There's a lot of cold outside. So, and it's not terrific glass.
Mhm.
Right. I'm gonna open the door, boys. All right. It's cold as hell out here. We're gonna open this door.
As
Um,
Daglin
yeah,
opens
I
the
open
the
door,
door.
and
I'm specifically looking away from the door. I don't want anything to do with the door. I'm going that way.
Following
whatever
Bork. I'm following
Daglin
Bork.
is doing, I'm gonna
Fixing
turn
your
around
power.
and not look at what he's doing.
as Daglin walks in,
La, 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 la.
he hears a voice that says, "Daglin, come!" and
Oh boy.
immediately seated at the table are three friends that Daglin has gambled with in the past, but all of them passed away. Are gone from
Fancy
this
meeting
world.
them here.
Ah,
Did you owe him any money?
here's some music from Moo. And he sees
Bluetooth.
a number of Moo seated around a table, and one of them turns and looks, and it is the prince you slew where you left. And he looks at you, recognizes who you are, and he says, "Come sit. We have much to discuss, you and..." Anybody else?
You're not going anywhere near there.
You. That way. I am of singular focus.
Cost sits.
Sits. And as the as Ka sits with the prince, he says, "My friend, I have forgiven you. What occurred between us. Obviously, you're here. Exiled yourself. Hopefully, exile. And healthy." And he turns and he pours a cup of liquid and passes it to
Traveled. I've seen more than most of our people. She wanted to be with me. You should have allowed it. I'm sorry for your death. And drinks.
and as you take a drink, it's warm, it's comforting, it's home, and you feel Yes, he has forgiven you this moment. But you're looking around, and you're also seeing some of your other family members that had passed on before you. Your uncle was there, your grandmother, father. They're there. They're the ones actually playing the music. Daglin sits down at a table, and they're throwing dice around and
My friend,
having
that's
a good
right.
game.
For Zoom 3 card.
And
Woohoo, don't you owe me money, Guts?
he says,
Ha ha ha. I haven't seen you all since, God, that night in Zoom. Oh. 40,000 denarii we ran up. God, I remember running from the security at the Sultan's Palace.
and
Oh, I love you guys.
what of Barcoon?
I'm eyeing it warily. You know that this is all an illusion, right?
Yes. At the
That's
side of
me
his
or
mouth,
not?
Daglin's like, yes,
Both of you.
I'm aware of that, Barcoon.
I
There are quite scary spirits here. We're just trying to figure our way out.
Spirits cannot hurt you, just your feelings.
True.
Ka just sits having his drink and sort of eyeing the prince,
But
seeing his family.
as
Didn't know they were musicians.
as Bork continues, he's looking. You're attempting to follow some of the paths, but the paths all seem to lead around this lodge, almost in circles.
Bork, you get Ka, I'll get Daglin.
Might be a plan. I take some of the beeswax from my pack
Mhm.
and form earplugs. And then I go in and grab them by the back of their shirt and drag their asses out of the tavern of the
We are
Long
acting like Odysseus' crew.
Yes.
As
My first
Yeah,
thought is I don't
Ka.
want to hear, I don't want to see. I'm going to look directly at one of them, go in, grab, and go out the way I came.
and as you go in and you're focused on your party members and you grab them, and as you turn and look, you see some of your own family and friends seated.
I'm looking straight at the ground and pushing straight through the crowd.
And you make a
Retrace my steps.
yeah, make a little combat check for me. Roll me a D20 if you've got unless you've got your open hand.
Ooh.
Work.
Oh,
Attempting to
okay.
grab Daglin.
I was gonna grab Daglin.
I'm threatening you with
So
a good
a grapple.
time, Bork.
So a grapple. Pull up the
It's a D20. Roll
Yep.
attack. I'll tell you. Oh yeah, for sure.
Nice.
You
Not the first time I've been grappled off of a poker
Right.
game. Usually by my third
by the
one.
back of the shirt, and I'm just dragging his ass behind me.
I'll grab
Yeah.
Ka.
Exactly the path I was.
I had you
Straight
guys.
to the door.
I had you.
Straight to the door.
you're gonna want to beat 15.
Oh, me? Oh yeah, no, I'm a scrawny guy. There's no
You're
way.
good. Off you go, and
Yeah.
yes,
I feel like 74 Steve Tyler. So I'm like $130, something like that.
this wants to grab Ka.
74 Steve Tyler.
Go ahead and
20.
Yeah,
We
roll
went to the
D20.
spirit world, Kaw. You and I were in the spirit world, man. And Varcoon
Right.
too. He was our shepherd.
That's it. That's a
Not
2.
with that.
Like as a combat check. That's not gonna. You're not gonna hit with that.
Yeah, Cost just like straight up.
I'm used to Daglin's height. I go to grab where Daglin normally is, and completely miss because I'm used to his ascot to grab him to yank him out, and completely miss him.
Sounds like Cog kind of brushes him off, looking at the princess like, she didn't want you. Didn't matter you were a prince. Admit it.
That's right, Caw.
Her father had promised my father.
I start casting a spell.
I was in the right.
This ought to be interesting.
This is going to be bad.
And it's going to be directed at Ka.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
get me out of
good.
this.
Yeah, it's if it works.
I still say low wisdom is the funnest character to play.
Well, I feel like we just walked into that bar that you're like, hey, we've never been here. Let's walk in and see how it is. And you walk in and you're like, oh no, this isn't our bar, but we can't just turn around and leave.
Hey,
And
Ka,
we gotta
what's your
order one
intelligence?
fucking drink. You gotta order one drink. And then
Intelligence is 16. He just has no
Okay.
idea how to actually use it.
So you actually get a saving throw because you're saving your intelligence high enough.
Nice,
What is
dude.
it?
Sorcery?
Sorcery save?
Yeah.
And what's the spell?
Command.
Man, what are you going to command him to do?
Get up
Leave.
and walk out.
Leave.
Leave.
Hang
Yeah.
out.
Good job. Good job, Diz. All right, let's
So,
see.
fa-
Let's see how.
fail.
Sorcery save. Here we go.
Fail.
Good.
Yeah, that's not a...
Good.
Yeah, so as
I was gonna say stubborn ass Caw could shake it off and be like, "Fuck you, bro." Like I could just see that, just so moo. You know,
Never actually
Just
seen
like-
him cast this spell before.
Yeah, Cos stands up and kind of gives him one of these
and,
as he walks away.
and as you're leaving, you see by the door, this sees 3 of his previous shadows, dogs, all laid out inside the door.
messed up.
Heading out back in.
I know it wasn't my family that I saw. They're in Valhalla.
You're right, Dis. That was a bad idea. God damn it. So cold. Hell damn it.
As you all come out of make your way out of the lodge, tracks again continue off, and Bork is going this way. You just see his form in the moonlight leading away. As you're beginning to move through a valley, there's a low mist that begins to gather at ankle height. Appears almost like silver blue in the moonlight, and within it, the hoof prints appear and vanish, here again, always several paces further than you expect. Drawing you further onward by doubt rather than certainty. And then as you come around the next big copse of trees, there's a temple hunter. leaning on this temple, and you can tell he's frostbitten. He's got a really bad wound on his leg, and it's, friends, any sort of help you could offer?
How bad does he look?
He looks bad. He looks like he's been in a chase. He's fallen down fallen down a hill or a cliff. He's got a huge gash on his leg. You can tell his lips are blue. He's cold. He's going to die.
Orzan Embrace welcomes you, and I run him through.
Damn, bro.
Damn,
That's
bro.
cold.
Okay. That is
like it.
cold.
Oh,
I was about to hand him my last healing potion.
Yes,
and say,
that
here, take this.
soldier.
Boom, gone.
Like a necromancer,
Yeah.
right?
and
I'm gonna go through his pockets. He's
Check
bleeding
kill.
out.
Mercy kill.
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking at.
That's some
Hey,
messed
man.
up shit, but all right.
I
Hey,
would point
man.
out that Uller is the hunter. He could have been.
I don't know this. Death is what I do.
Yeah. If you we're all freaked now, you're gonna have to pay some kind of awful, hellish fucking rebuke or whatever the fucking dogma is for those Vikings. I mean, if they came up with the blood eagle, good lord, imagine what kind of hell they're gonna have for you if you piss this.
Oh boy.
Right? You know what I mean? Holy
My
shit!
brain said mercy kill, so
Yeah, and my brain said maybe a couple gold pieces in the back pocket. I don't know. But that's my job. That's what I
Onward.
onward.
Beeline.
Onward.
Follow that path. Hope the path does not turn again.
You as you continue on past this temple, trail crosses hollow, where as you get down in the bottom of this, you can't see any stars at all, and snow lies untouched except for one deep white hoof print, warm enough, steaming in the cold air. And you hear, each of you hears a voice calling your name.
I look at the direction of the hoof mark, in which direction it's going, and immediately follow up the hill back out of the hollow as fast as I can.
As you continue to follow, you hear the name being called over and over. Voice becomes clearer as break out of hollow and up onto glacial plain. You can see Barrow Mound again, and Astrid there, and you can hear her calling your names.
I rush up the hill.
Yeah, I'll follow.
As she is well, how did your hunt go? She looks at each of you, and she looks at Dis first. Says, can you tell me what did the temple take?
Just stares at her. Nothing yet.
She looks to Varkoon. Name would you give? Save your own.
I would never give up anybody. If it is my time to die, it will happen by Aurora's grace.
And she turns to Daglin and asks, those that she says, when winter hungers, who must pay?
Poor. Poor must pay.
Poor must pay. Turning to Ka, she looks says, "The stolen thing always wrongly held."
Depends on the size of the taker's sword.
Yeah, Ka.
Pretty good logic.
Looking to Bork, she says, what makes memories worth keeping?
A moment.
Everything makes memories worth keeping. They are what makes you you.
Yes. There were many challenges on the trail. Some you succeeded in, others you ignored forthright. I cannot give you the stone. And she returned and she turns, and you guys have seen this before when you were across the field at the barrow where she wasn't there and then she appeared. As she turns and takes one step, she vanishes.
Great.
How is it we failed?
It could have been me and Declan.
And so, standing outside the Barrow Mound, the moon begins to dip below the horizon. Sun barely crests for a few moments. What would you like to do?
Fine, Astrid.
As you
maybe ascertain what would we need to do to be worthy enough to get the stone.
Yeah.
As you walk up to the door again, it's almost unsettling that the door doesn't open. Astrid just appears in front of the door and says, "You should return." Failed.
What must I do to complete the task properly?
You failed because you hunted. She looks past all of you towards the white trees. It's the heart. It's not lost. It is refusing to be found by those who still think it belongs to someone. She looks at
I
you.
don't think those things.
It's rest, then walk again. Not as hunters, as witnesses. When you returned, tell Joran this, if you must. The heart still runs because the old debt remains unpaid. The stone will not mend what pride broke. Priests want return. The druids want release. The heart remembrance. Reaching within her robes as her hand moves back, the air around her becomes brighter. Motes of light begin to and spin slowly around her. Time itself almost slows, and your feet all feel heavy. Tongues feel swollen. She withdraws a dark stone the size of a fist. The light doesn't approach it. It almost looks like it's avoiding it. But looking up, she has the beginnings, tears forming in her eyes, and she says, beckons at you. Look, it's already begun. Crack. You can see the hairline cracks running across its surface, and then it pulses once, and you all feel the ripple of power emanate through your bodies and beyond, deep underground. Turning it within her robes, says, "What would you have us do?" You can tell that she's already that she's ready for any answer. This is when sisterhood died out. The temple continued half of the ritual. When my ancestors fled into the wilderness, they preserved the other half. Joran doesn't realize that neither of us are right in keeping the stone. The stone will move. I will turn it. But we must reunite the tradition.
Yeah, that's what I had mentioned earlier. That we need to reteach what has been lost to the priesthood that your sisters retain.
We will. This I promise you. Those that hunted the heart but did not accept. And what we should all realize, when the seals weaken, things will rise. Zuthal will rise again. That Astrid vanishes yet again, leaving you all out in the cold. Suggestion that you rest.
fix it in editing.
So we solved everything. Basically, we got a bunch of magic items, partied with some werewolf chicks. It was great.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought was
All
going to
while you were
happen.
done.
My vote is I
Made,
stand
made
by
some
the story.
puppies.
Made some
Made,
cookies.
made some
Yeah.
puppies, maybe.
Yeah. You know, cross some
Dagman's hallucinating again.
cultural,
Boom chicka
cross
wow
some
wow.
cultural boundaries. You know what I mean?